You're gonna hate me. I'm filming. Take 2, but really take 1. Yo, 大家好，我是小马，欢迎来到马家今天的饭。今天 I have a special guest.
大家好，我是 JoeCreator. Today I'm hoping to learn some cooking with Max. Because my girlfriend always does the cooking, I feel completely useless in the kitchen.
We're gonna start with the basics, make rice, and then with that rice, we're gonna make soy sauce and egg fried rice. First thing we've got to do is very important, is wash your rice. You can do this, Joe. 1 cup of rice in the bowl. Oh, I've taught you well.
I've already spilt some on the floor. But
Oh, that's right. We've got a Hoover dog. What would you do? I'm interested. If I just said wash your rice, what would you do?
With like a spoon, yeah. Just give that like a stir.
Okay, well that's not far off. A good technique is you make a little claw with your hand and you're basically going like this. Like you want to agitate it basically so that the dust is coming off the rice. If you don't wash it, your rice goes gloopy. If you do wash it, the starch comes out.
I see, because the water's already like cloudy.
We just pour the water off.
Take a
Can you
sip.
do that? Sorry, I'm really patronising you today.
That's okay. I'm here to learn. Treat me like a baby.
Do it again. 就是英国人学洗米。
Okay, got you. I don't. My girlfriend will just be like, what are you doing? Why are you just putting your hand in the rice?
That's like English people don't wash meat either.
Nope.
A general rule is 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water. There's a trick where you put your finger in and like depending on where it is on your finger.
Oh,
But, like
okay.
I've failed a few times doing that, so I just stick to what I know.
Yeah.
You always want to start from cold.
Because I feel like if I was at home, I'd boil the kettle.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'll be faster.
I've seen it so many times. People like cook rice like pasta, and it almost like hurts. So from cold on a medium-high heat, and then you just let that go. As soon as it starts to bubble, you let it boil for a couple minutes. You literally turn the heat all the way down till there's almost none.
Okay.
And you just cover it so no steam can escape. Like when I do this at work, because I'm making staff food for everyone, I'll make like 11 portions at a time in a huge pot. Imagine washing all that rice and then put it on high heat, let it boil, cover the hell out of it, and just leave it in the corner.
Just leave it.
For like half an hour, and then you open it, it's just perfect, fluffy. It's all about the steam basically. When you're boiling the water, you're creating the steam. An Englishman in his natural habitat. So now it's starting to boil, but it's not there yet. So you want it to like violently boil.
Come on, rice. I could write it a little song. Please be yummy.
Yeah, you want to give it now a stir, and then after it's been boiling for a little bit, you turn the heat like literally
Like all the way.
like non-existent. And then you want to stir it to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom of the pan. Oh, look at it go.
I'm a natural.
If it sticks now, it's going to stick towards the end. So you want to cover it, and the steam will be trapped in there. Then while I'm doing everything else, by the time I've finished cooking,
Then it's ready.
I'll be ready. That is how Max Burns cooks. Quick question, how are you with a knife?
I have 1 cut on my finger already from last week when I cut myself, so
Okay.
I'll be safe today though.
I'm going to test your knife skills.
Oh God.
This is like my favourite tip I tell everyone. Just put a cloth down underneath your board and it doesn't slip. 1 cup of rice will come out about like 2 hands full, like a bowl of rice. 3 small to medium spring onions.
Okay.
It's a good amount. But what you do is you can like cut the green off and then save that to put on top because it's pretty. And then the white part's more spicy, more onion. You use that to cook with.
Get me a knife.
Yes, sir. So this is what I would use to cook Chinese food. Do you want to try with this?
Yeah. Don't know if you're gonna trust me with it. But
Oh, I trust you. I remember the day I received this in the mail. So happy. Fans sent it over.
Oh my God.
With great power comes great responsibility. What I would do is just cut the roots off first, because you want to give it a little rinse.
Like that?
Yeah.
Rinse.
Woo! You always want to tuck your fingers away from the blade.
Well, it's like holding an instrument, right?
Yeah, exactly.
When you go for a lesson on a musical instrument, you have to hold everything a certain way. Hold the bow a certain way, hold this a certain way. Knuckles in, kind of, like that.
With a blade like this, you can kind of just glide it forward. Yeah, like that. See, I would be happy with that because I love spring onions. If you're at home and you think it's a bit too big, you can just like run your knife through it. So, like, and then with these, if you want to be really cool and fancy,
let's do that. I want to be fancy.
Instead of cutting it straight on, you're moving this. So now instead of getting browns, you're cutting this at an angle.
Ah, okay.
That will look pretty on top of your rice. like push your blade a little bit so it actually goes through. Yeah. There you go.
I haven't cut these ones.
Yeah, that's my knife is a bit dull, so it's not.
Yeah, blame the knife.
It is
blame
the
the
knife's
knife.
fault. It is the knife's fault. Oh my god, you're learning so much.
There we go.
Oh my god, you're a natural. How do you feel using the big Chinese chef knife?
Like it's dangerous.
It is a bit, isn't it?
I feel like it holds a lot of like power in it.
I always think when I'm walking home from work, like with this.
just under your arm, like no.
What I love about these big knives is you can use it as platform to like get all your stuff on. And then next we're gonna cut just a tiny bit of cucumber. When you're cutting anything round, you always want to make it flat.
Oh my god, it's gonna
Just
change
that
my
one
life.
step makes you look way more professional.
Yeah.
And you do this with potatoes, carrots, anything round.
Little thin sheets.
Oh my god, that's perfect. I like the way you slice, Joe. That's perfectly normal. I'm gonna eat this one. Sign of a true chef. You get this nice little
stack.
So that's called julienne. And
Whoa,
if they're
slippery,
slipping,
man.
there's another trick for this. Slide it out. There you go, it's perfect. So now you want to arrange them all nice. Then you just want to cut them into small little squares. You got it. Oh, watch that thumb. That's perfect, man. Yeah, they're really good. Let me eat that. 大家评价一下九爷的刀工吧。I've seen French teaching. They'll have like a card, the actual size of each thing. 3mm by 3mm. It's a bit excessive. I'm happy Chinese cooking doesn't have that.
Whereas we want to cook with a bit of feeling, bit of emotion.
That is Chinese cooking. Guys, we have an important announcement to make. Our yummy rice timer has just gone off, so we're gonna have a look at the rice.
Layer 1 of foil, lid. Do you think that looks good?
I think that looks good. If you washed it more, it would be more separated. You see on the bottom of the pan.
Okay, there's a bit of a gloopy, yeah.
That's basically the starch. So it is quite important that you wash your rice. So now what I would do is I would just like take a little bit to try. And you're just testing for no crunchiness. You could even let that steam for longer because you can see there's still some moisture and steam coming off. That's why a rice cooker is quicker because it does it all. But there you go, you've made rice.
Yes!
In a restaurant, I would put that on a tray and put it in the fridge for a bit, just so it's overnight, like fridge rice, because you're meant to use overnight rice. You make a mean rice.
Thank you.
All the Chinese aunties will be happy. Now, we are gonna scramble our eggs.
I've done that before.
You've done that before?
I've never used a wok.
You've never used a wok? Not once.
Yeah, but we do own a wok.
So with a wok, often the reason your stuff is sticking is because your pan's not hot enough. You just want to put the heat on it for a bit.
Okay.
And this is called opening your wok. While that's opening, you can crack like 4. Break the yolks with your chopsticks. Just makes your whisking easier. You can hold your chopsticks like there, like at an angle, and then you bring the egg like up and out, kind of like that. Oh, you're a master. You don't want to add oil into your wok until you start to see smoke coming up. Any vegetable oil, give it to all the parts of the wok. When you first do this, like the first time, you have to do it like every inch of your wok. You're burning a layer of oil on and you're creating a non-stick layer, smoking hot. So now you just pour your egg in. You want it to instantly cook as soon as it hits the pan.
I'm amazed.
Yeah.
I've never... I don't know why that's actually impressed me. I'm so impressed by it. I need to like actually do this.
Chuck your rice in. If you got a really stubborn clump, you can like press down on it and it will separate the,
Oh, I see.
That's perfect, man. Then we just want to go with a nice pinch of salt and a pinch of sugar. And the sugar helps to bring the salty flavors out. Get your thumb on the top of this and pour it around the edges of the wok.
Man, it's starting to smell really good.
It's nearly done. Literally last step.
And then just stir it in.
Yeah, stir it in. And you hear the rice popping, that's how you know it's done. So that's just done, basically.
Yeah.
So you're sticking a little bit, but you know what? That is normal. And what you can do is you can just give that a little taste. Salty enough or a bit more salt?
A bit more, I think. Oh, I feel like professional. Getting it all around the edges and like drizzling it in and all that sort of stuff.
You're a lot better than I expected, man. The way you were explaining like your level of cooking was way worse than this. Don't worry about making a mess, I'll clean out.
Thanks.
And just tip the last bit in. Yeah.
I feel like I've made myself a hearty meal.
Yes.
I feel good.
Bang! Wow.
Awesome. Let me know in the comments, 10 out of 10 for presentation or not, because I think I'm going to give myself a 10.
I think I'm going to give you a 10 as well. That looks really good, man.
I'm actually proud of myself. It
I'm proud
actually
of you.
looks like a dish and not just a pile of rice.
It's like not that difficult to make, is it?
When you know,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fluffy,
Nice.
it's salty, it's eggy. 好吃,好吃.
好吃. That is so good.
Nice. I'm gonna make this exactly the same when I get home. I'm gonna cook it for me and my girlfriend. I'm gonna impress her.
谢谢大家观看这期视频，不要忘了点赞、关注、留个评论 ，leave a comment for Joe as well. He'll be in the comment section, I'm sure. 谢谢大家 I love you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye. So here's Theo, 10 years old. You are Max's dad.
We're getting the band back together.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be challenging.
3,
2,
2, 1.
1. No, don't go 3, 2, 1.
One.
You try to get your bit. Everyone try to get it back. Right, from the top. Start again.